Yo, what it is? What's up, beautiful poetry people? How you feeling today? You feeling okay? Thank you very much for clicking that button and seeing this face. My name is Zohab Khan, and today we're going to be talking about my favorite poetic technique, and that is alliteration. According to the good people over at the Cambridge Dictionary, the definition of alliteration is the use, especially in poetry, of the same sound or sounds, especially consonants, at the beginning of several words that are close together. See, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, it is the repetition of any letter, especially consonants. But a lot of my poetically inclined friends say, yo, no, it's only consonants. Vowels got their own little group going on. It's a little bit of a situation. I've always been taught, and I've always taught, that alliteration is the repetition of consonants. No vowels allowed in this particular club. It's a repetition of consonants and the sounds that consonants make. So my favorite alliteration of all time comes from verse 1 of Two of America's Most Wanted. Picture perfect, I paint a perfect picture. Picture perfect, I paint a perfect picture. See, hip-hop uses a lot of alliteration. Some of my other favorite hip-hop uses of alliteration include Low-Key in Alphabet Assassin. Low-Key is one of my favorite rappers of all time. He's a UK-based rapper, and in his song Alphabet Assassin, he absolutely assassinates the alphabet and uses alliteration all the way through. For example,
I'm a lyricist living with little listeners. Listen, I'm loving living cause life is literally limited. My live lyrics lift lyricism levels luckily till I leave the labyrinth of London and live in luxury.
Another great example of alliteration in hip-hop is Alphabet Aerobics by Black Alicious.
Perfected poem, powerful punchlines, pummeling Betty powder puffs in my prime. Quite quaint close, keep quiet as quantum. Quarrelers ain't got a quarter of what we got.
I also use alliteration a lot in my own poems. I start one of my poems, evident. It's evident from our decadent, dividend-driven dollar days. That's the repetition of the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I also use alliteration at the start of one of my other poems, Lost, where I go lost. We're lost in consumer crisscross grid streets, listening to hip-hop bass beats mixed with guitar riffs from guitarists of gone by years. Our ears hear the dum-diddy-dummer drums as we succumb to the rhythm and rhyme of gone by times. And that's the cool thing about alliteration. The alliteration gives that natural rhythm. Alliteration gives that da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, which is really cool to listen to. Alliteration is all around us. For example, I grew up with Looney Tunes cartoons, and a lot of the Looney Tunes cartoons characters have alliteration in their names. For example, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Donald Duck is Disney, Mickey Mouse is also Disney. You've also got Roadrunner, Marvin the Martian, Henry the Hawk. Something to keep in mind is with alliteration, it doesn't necessarily have to be the same letter repeated again and again. It's about having the same consonant sound repeated again and again. For example, Natalies Nephew, needing. Came up with that myself. You can see in that last example, the N sound is the same as the KN sound. So the na, and that counts as alliteration. That last sentence also has a lot of rhyme in it, as well as a few homonyms. Another thing to keep in mind is just because there's a repetition of the same letter or the same consonant again and again, doesn't mean that it is actually alliteration. For example, in the sentence, clowns chuck chocolate cylinders, there's the repetition of C, but the only actual alliteration in that particular sentence is chuck chocolate. The other C's are not alliteration. If you can't remember what alliteration is, it can be a little bit tough sometimes, especially remembering that it's only consonants. A great way that I remember what alliteration is alliteration is spelled A-L-L-I-T-E-R. Shun. And those two L's at the start always remind me that A-double-L, la, would be alliteration. So la would be alliteration. So that's how I remember the repetition of two consonants or more is alliteration. Thank you for learning one of my favorite poetic techniques with me today. Alliteration is a lot of fun. Do try it out yourself. Your challenge for today is to write an alliterated sentence with at least 7 words. that repeat. Good luck with it. Thank you for clicking on that button and seeing this face. Hit that like, comment, subscribe thing. I really appreciate it. Until next time, pwah pwah.